Well, good morning and welcome. Welcome to Satya Live. I'm Dr. Ali Benjamin, and it is my great joy and pleasure to be here today. Technical, my own producer today, so excuse the little production glitches here. I'm so happy to be here. This is Satya Sunday, our spiritual tune in and tune up, and it's an amazing opportunity to dive into this unique spiritual experience that we have every Sunday. And so thank you for joining me today. Happy New Year and happy new reality as I woke up this morning and it is a gorgeous blanket of snow. We have about a foot and a half of snow here at the top of Utah. And what's the weather like with you? Drop a comment so I can see what is going on in your world and have you join this conversation, be a part of this leading edge or growing edge evolutionary discussion that we have every Sunday. We've been doing it for decades. Well, it's a couple of decades now, 20 years. Can't believe it. We've been living here in Utah and sharing our message every Sunday. And so thanks for being here. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. I hope that you become a regular. And if you're here, if you're back because you're part of this growing community, you bless us and you make what we're doing here at Satya, you're making it even richer by bringing your consciousness, bringing your energy to what we're doing. So welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. So why don't we start with a little grounding, centering meditation. So if you will, close your eyes and join me in being fully present in this moment. There's nowhere else to be and nothing else to do other than simply be here now. And as you take a few deep cleansing breaths, and within each breath, I want you to go just a little bit deeper than you usually do, or you typically have. And when I mean deeper, I mean going inside and down. So with the breath, allow it to take you inside of yourself and deep down into presence, into this deep, abiding sense of being that each of us can experience when we take the time to go in and down. And it's in this deep place of presence that we touch what I'm calling lasting joy. And this isn't the joy, the jumping up and down, the big celebratory joy necessarily. This is the deep joy that we feel when we're occupying ourselves, when we're presencing our own awareness in the moment. And we're feeling connected to life in a deep and profound, but yet super simple way. We feel a deep sense of gratitude for being alive. And breathe into that. A deep sense of gratitude for merely being alive. Simply being present to the gift of life. And I invite you to feel it in your mind, Feel it in your heart and feel it in your body. And allow your breath to expand the mind, the heart, and the body. Omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence. These are the 3 dimensions of the divine. All-knowing, all-powerful, everywhere present. And we are the micro as God is the macro. And feel that now. Feel the wisdom within you, the power of love within you, and the deep abiding sense of being present, one with everything. Place your hand on your heart for a moment and take a breath and open your eyes and welcome back. So today I am talking about lasting joy. And it's a sort of a toned down, peaceful, calm talk. This is a talk that I'm simply opening up to, that I'm, let's say, channeling from my higher self, or that deeper part of me that is beyond time and space. We all have this. We all have this personality, this body, this life that we've created. We all have that if we're here on planet or Earth. We understand what it means to be physical, to think about things, to create things, and to create a life. And there's a deeper connection. There's a deeper dimension that we have. And this is our essence. This is our true identity. This is the one life that we're all living. And when we have a sense of that deeper part of us, that wider dimension, that dimension of us that exists beyond time and space, we're able to access greater wisdom. We're able to expand our sense of being beyond the personality to a deeper sort of an observer view, a witnessing view. Michael Singer, the great teacher and author of The Untethered Soul, calls this the witness. And we each access this witnessing dimension of our being. And it's there that lasting joy, well, joy is the natural state. There's just joy and love and light. And so whatever's happening in the earthly realm, whatever's going on in our temporary thought process, what's ever going on in the constant evolution of what we're experiencing in our lives, this transitory coming and going of things, of thoughts, of experiences, of relationships, all of that is simply seen as a gift, as the highs and the lows and the ups and the downs. And from this expanded observer place, this witness space, this observing presence, we can feel the joy of having a human experience. We feel the joy of being in a body and being able to form relationships and bonds and connections and do work that we love to do. And so we see all that from this witnessing place. And even though we may experience challenges, losses, illness, financial, lack of financial flow, depression, we can have a sense of it's all okay. That's what happens on planet. That's what happens when we're in an earth suit. We experience all that. It comes with the territory, so to speak. And whilst we're in our ego mind, whilst we're engaging in relationships on a very physical level, it can feel very uphill or difficult or challenging. But from this witness place, from this place of leaning back a bit, this dimension of observing, we can see it all as perfect, in accordance to the law of attraction. We can see that our thoughts and our actions and our emotions have particular manifestations, consequences. And we can see it from this broader perspective as just as it is. And so it's in that witnessing place, it's in that observer space that joy exists. Not the rah-rah joy, but this deep, abiding joy for the privilege of being alive, having a body, having a mind, being able to co-create our world as we give it our attention and we give it our time and our energy. And so it's a both and. On the spirit side, on the witness side, there is joy in all of that. But in the human physical body, in the I'm a mother or a grandmother or a father, grandfather, son, daughter, in those roles, it can feel the opposite of joy sometimes. And so this is the lasting joy that I want to explore, because I believe that even in the darkest times, even in the challenging times, we can remember this lasting, deep, abiding joy that comes with the awakening that we experience as we do our deep work, as we do our spiritual work, as we have a meditative practice, as we do spiritual studies, as we come together in spiritual communities or communities that are like-minded or have similar interests. We can deepen our awareness and bring this lasting joy into those experiences, even when there's conflict, even when there's struggle. And I don't mean do a spiritual bypass and just put a positive spin on things. I mean, maybe you're the one within the group where there's a challenge, within the family where there's a challenge, that holds the space for joy. Because whatever's occurring, this too shall pass. Even in our darkest hours, we know that things shift, things change, time heals, prayer heals, loving yourself and having compassion for those that we swim with in this ocean of life. All of this brings us to today's talk. And really, there's three things that I want to share with you today as we dive a little deeper into this deep, deep conversation about joy. I ask you, what is joy for you? What is it that brings you the most joy? And I'm not talking about superficial, transitory joy. I'm talking about deep, abiding joy. And each of us might be a little different. I know for me, I enjoy painting, and I enjoy being out in nature, and I enjoy deep one-on-one conversations with the people I love and care about. Well, not just about anyone, really. What brings you joy? And it's a good thing to identify, because in those moments of joy that you've had, if you visit one in your mind right now, you go back in time and you find a moment of joy in your memory, something that's dear to your heart, and you ask yourself, what are some feeling words that I was experiencing in that moment? Maybe looking at that sunset, or finishing a really meaningful project that you were working on, or maybe looking at into the eyes of a newborn baby, or maybe your animal companion. Maybe you have a cat or a dog, or an animal that just takes you to that place of deep and abiding joy. And as you find some words that help you explain or describe that, consider these words as part of your purpose, because that's the first thing we're diving into here. We each have a soul purpose. And I don't mean a purpose, I'm going to make X amount of dollars this year, or I'm going to get that job, or I'm going to find Mr. or Mrs. Right, or those sort of earthly goals. I'm talking about a deep purpose, like why you're here on planet, why you chose to incarnate. And these words that you may have associated to a meaningful time in your past can give you some clear insight into who you're here to be, because this is our purpose for all of us: to know who we are, to know what we are, and to know why we're here and how we're here to serve. These three things: who am I, what am I, and how am I here to serve? These are things that we must explore in order to find our purpose. And so you might say, I know for me, as I do this exercise and I go back to a time when I was really lit up and in a moment of pure joy, the word sovereignty comes up, the word authentic power, because my memory is painting. And when I'm in that place of painting something, I feel this feeling like I'm bringing in the invisible into life and into time and space and into life. And so when I'm in this glorious co-creative space, I feel sovereign, like nothing outside of me can ruin my vibe. I am in total, centered in myself and in total charge of what brings me happiness, what brings me a sense of meaning and purpose. So this sense of sovereignty, that I'm in charge of how I feel and what I do and how the outside world affects me or not. Sovereignty, authentic power, trust. These are words that light me up. And so I'm here to do that. I'm here to express that in the world, to bring a sense of sovereignty and share it with others, to talk about authentic power, just like I am right now, and share it with the world, and to trust myself. And so what are your words? Why are you here? What are you going to channel into the world through your work, through your relationships? And how is that going to give you a greater sense of being on task, being on purpose? Think about that. Joy as we explore our sense of purpose, why we're here, and the words that kind of flesh it out for us. Then we move into this powerful state. We realize that we are co-creative beings, that we can channel our energy, that we can focus our attention. And so we have power of our mind. This is something so key to finding joy and finding connection with people and finding your vocation and actually living out loud in your purpose. is understanding the power of your mind, understanding the power of your heart, the power of your love, and understanding the power of your body, your instincts, your intuition. We each have these 3 centers of intelligence that we can tap into and turn on so that we're living on purpose, so that we've activated the highest mind within us. So we've activated the power of love in our lives. And we direct our love through our words, through our thoughts, through our actions. We bring love alive. We are the face of love. We show up as love in human form. And we are a channel for the big love, agape love. And so as we start to realize our purpose here is to just be ourselves, to bring our very best, to polish our talents, our skills, and use those in service of expressing our unique soul's essence, whether you do it through your vocation, whether you do it by holding the space, as many of us science of mind practitioners do, many of us that are in the healing arts or are coaches, we express our talents through our love of what we do. And we bring that, we hold space for others to do that too. And so we activate the power of the thoughts, the power of mind, the power of a heart, the power of love. And we harness this and then we put it into action in the world. And so this is how we tune into our purpose, bring it into our power, and how we bring it into the world. And then the last word that I want to explore with you is poise. Poise is kind of an old worldy word. We don't use it as much in the world today. But poise, what does it feel like when we're poised? We feel calm. We feel dignified. We feel self-controlled. And I'll go back to that word sovereign. We feel at the center of our lives. We feel that we're right where we are, and we're supposed to be right where we are. And when we can really feel that way, when we can really feel like we've got a sense of being present, being grounded, tuned in with the power of a thought, power of our heart, power of our body, all lined up in coherence. We do breath work, we do yoga, we do whatever it is. We take a walk outside and we feel this coherence between body, mind, heart. And we express that through what we do in this poised way, graceful, elegant, balanced. We have equilibrium. These are all poise words and meanings and definitions. Skill and grace in dealing with others, tact, self-possession, and ease in meeting difficult situations. This is living in our poise, or living poised. Composed, calm, together, collected, ready to move, or prepared and waiting for something to happen. We're poised, we're ready, having a composed and self-assured manner, having a graceful and elegant bearing, an influence on life, because we are in our purpose, we're in our power, and we know it, we feel it, and we are it. We're poised, we're ready, we're leaning in. And this is how we bring all of ourselves into the now moment, fully present, fully grounded, fully awake, not in a reactive state to life, but in a responsive place to how can I bring love into this situation? How can I bring my true essence forward in a way that is going to feel alive, evolutionary, that I'm making a positive impact, And I'm bringing this subtle essence and energy of lasting joy. I'm holding this space. I'm the one that can be here even in the challenging times. I've got your back because the universe, God, has my back. And even though our loved ones may forget this, and we do too, there's a part of us that remembers this, that we're poised, that we're purposeful, and we have great power. So this is my message. This is my channel of insight today that I hope supports you right where you are in becoming more you than you ever have before. And if you would like support with this, if you would like to, I'm trying to find it. Here we go. Let's see. If you would like to have someone to work with, someone to bring you more in alignment with your flow, someone that will support you in realizing your dreams. We have a team of practitioners that want to support you and help you right where you are, whether you're going for something new, whether you're trying to heal something, whether you're just want someone, a buddy to pray with. We've got practitioners that are ready here to support you. So send us your prayer requests. What are you coming into alignment with? We want to help you, and we would love to be able to support you. If you would like to support us by liking and subscribing, go over to our YouTube channel. It really does a lot for this message to get out there. If you like and subscribe, follow us on one of our channels, Facebook, or Instagram, Satya Center. That really helps. If you'd like to financially support us, that would be awesome too. We are a nonprofit, and your monies, your support give wings to our mission, which is to inspire minds, heal hearts, and transform lives. So you can find us at satyalive.org, and you can share your abundance with us. And I'd like to close right now with a prayer, with an activation. So this is going to be powerful. So get ready, close your eyes, and just super zoom inside yourself. Go in and go down, because we're going to do an activation right now that is going to turn on this amazing, lasting joy within you. So go within, close your eyes, and know that right here and right now, there's nowhere else to be. You are in the presence of the divine, the one life, the one power, the one presence, the omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence that is always here. You tune in and you say yes to that which is expansive, that which is alive within you, that's moving and flowing, this deep and abiding, lasting joy that exists as you say yes to your purpose, yes to your power, that you move with poise and ease and grace and calm, and you say yes to those visions and those dreams that are emerging in you now, those things that want to be expressed as your life, those new visions that are trying to give birth through you. They want to come alive through you to touch the lives of others. Feel it now. It's expressing, it's expanding, it's coming online. Feel it in your body. Say yes to it now and give thanks and move into a place of thanksgiving. Peace and blessings to you, my friend. Let that prayer go and know that all is well. Join me tomorrow on Growing Edge Live at 10 a.m. right here. Peace and blessings to you.